I mean, just one final question. It's quite a cheeky question. But if we were to kind of fast forward to the year 2050, how much progress do you think we'd have made in terms of kind of establishing human civilization on Mars?
Well, I think that by 2050, there'll be over 1,000 people living on Mars.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, the Mars Society, uh, our contest last year was to design 1,000-person Mars settlement, and this year it's to design a 1,000,000-person city-state. Okay, and so those are two distinct things because one implies well, the seed of a new society, and the other is a new society. And the and it's a difference between a seed and, well, a sapling at least. And I think there'll be 1,000 people there or more. I think it'll be growing. I think you will begin to see the elements of a new culture. The as even, you know, Pilgrims landed in Massachusetts in 1620. Harvard is founded in 1638. And you already, you know, by the 1650s, okay, now, of course, Massachusetts settlement was dominated by Puritans who were the Cromwell faction in England, and they had certain ideas. But those ideas included universal literacy, for example.
Yeah.
And so you had 90% literacy in Massachusetts in the mid 1600s, which is something very different than anything that existed in Europe at the time already. And so I think we'll start to see things, start to see new customs, different ways people are regarded. As I say, you're certainly not going to want to impose, you know, 4 or 8 years of certification on someone before you let them practice a profession which they're fully qualified to practice.
Yeah.
You know, because you're going to have so few people that can do it. And so, and maybe you'll start to see even beginnings of new dialect, new literature, certainly somewhat different sense of humor, perhaps. Just cultural differences will start to appear. And so that's where I think we'll be, and it will be growing. You know, when I say 1,000-person Mars settlement, I don't mean a static settlement of 1,000 people,
Yeah.
something like McMurdo Sound in Antarctica. I'm talking about something that's actively growing. There will be children there. Okay, there will be people born on Mars. There will be schools on Mars. There will be community theaters and community orchestras on Mars. The okay, and you know, I think that the attitude that some people have today, that Mars is something that's there to be studied and therefore not changed, will be untenable. That people, they may establish the first base on Mars for scientific purposes, but once people are there and start having children, they don't exist to serve the purposes of others. They exist to
Yeah.
serve their own purposes. And this is what life is. Life seeks its own purpose. So there, there will not only be a seed of a society on Mars, it will have sprouted its first leaves.